I dabbled in a little bit in lockdown was aromatherapy. I've never really bothered with aromatherapy in the past because I have actual therapy. You don't need aroma something if you're having the real fucking thing. If I fancy something sweet, I don't have an aroma Twix, do I? No. If I'm tired but I can't sleep, I don't have an aroma wank, do I? No. I bought myself some aromatherapy balms. If you don't know what they are, you just put them on your pulse points. They're supposed to make you feel nice. And the 4 that I bought all had names. They were called Sleepy Time, like I'm 5. Calm down, all right. Wake up, make your fucking mind up. And headache, a bit more medical. And they all smell of things you'd expect them to smell of. Lavender, chamomile, that sort of thing. I thought it'd be interesting to get my husband to smell them, to tell me what he thought they smelt of. To be fair, I did once ask him to smell my vagina candle, and he said it smelled of beef and cheese, and he got it right first time. Of sleepy time, calm down, wake up, headache. He said they smelled of creosote, grass, nothing, and an old shop. He's got no fucking clue. I don't know why we bother with these things, though, because we've got lavender in the garden. So what I do now before I go to bed, I just nip out into the garden in my nightie and I inhale a bush. And then I get in the house and my husband does the same. Beef and cheese, beef and cheese. But you remember when the food shops were terrifying and we all started ordering food online? I downloaded all the different supermarket apps into my phone, try and get a delivery slot. Eventually I got one. I shouted to my husband who's in the kitchen. I shouted, I've got a slot! I've got a slot! Come and help me fill it. Used to mean something else. And the slot that I got was on the Asda app, and I started to add things to the basket, usual things, bread and milk and whatnot. When it came to the fruit, though, the fruit was divided into different sections. There was an exotic fruit section. I thought, oh, let's see what Asda's got by way of exotic fruit. And then there was a papaya. And I thought, yeah, there might be a global pandemic happening on Asda, but I will have a fucking papaya. And when I added it to the basket, I half expected the Asda app to be like, ooh.
Did you mean bird's eye potato waffles?
No, but thanks for the reminder. Also add to basket. Well, you know when you order food online, you don't always get what you want, do you? Sometimes you get substitutions. Asda didn't have any fucking papayas. They just sent me 2 pies, which was good enough. But as well as the papayas, I also ordered kiwi fruit. I love a kiwi fruit. When I first met my husband, we hadn't started going out yet, we were just friends. I watched him eat a kiwi like an apple. Fur and all. And I looked at him and I thought, this bodes very well for me. Now let's see how he does with his coconut. But we've lived in the house we live in now for about 9 years. Before that, we both rented flats separately. If you rent now, or you've ever rented in the past, you will know that if something breaks in your rented place, you tell the person responsible, who does nothing at all, and you learn to live without the thing. That's right, isn't it? When you own somewhere, though, you're responsible. My husband had this great idea when we first moved in together. I have like a rolling jobs list to document on his computer of all the things that needed doing to the house. Some of those things we could do ourselves. Some of those things he would need to ring a bigger boy who would come and do it for us. One day he shared the document with me, said just in case you want to add any jobs to the list. So I scrolled right to the bottom and I just wrote cunnilingus. And he spotted it. He said, yeah, as long as you don't mind a Polish handyman coming to do it. And I said, not at all. He said, to be fair, it's sort of already on the list. It's just under clearing the gutters. But I've been married a long time, different men. Let's move on. And thinking a bit about relationships, I've got a theory, see if you agree with this. My theory is that most relationships are made up of one person who does chores as they see them arise and another person who needs to be asked to do chores. Would you agree with that? Yeah? So I'm the doer in our family. My husband will do anything I ask, but does often need to be asked. So I found a way around this. If this is helpful in your relationship, please use it. I do not mind. What I do is I make every chore a challenge. So I say to him, bet you can't bring in all the shopping from the car in one go. And he goes, of course I can. He does it, and I tick it off my list. Hooray! I say, bet you can't empty the dishwasher in less than 2 minutes. And he goes, I bet I bloody can. I use a stopwatch to make it more fun for him, you know. It's basically like a really domestic version of the Crystal Maze, where I am Richard O'Brien, or Richard Ayoade if you're very young, and my husband is in a big glass sphere. Also in the sphere is a washing machine and a tumble dryer. Against the clock, to win another month of marriage, he has to take clothes out of the washing machine and deduce whether or not they can be tumble dried. And it's not as straightforward as looking at the label, because nobody knows what the fucking symbols mean. There's only one symbol we all know, and I think the reason it's universal is because it's so damn important, and that's the hand one. We all know the hand one, don't we? Because that means wave goodbye to your lovely top, because it's about to get fucking shrunk.